World War II, well, I had three brothers who were in the service. I had a husband who volunteered to go in the service because he felt it was his duty. We had no children, but so we were well aware of World War II because they were in all different areas. We had them out had them in the Navy. I had them in the Army. My brother in the Army was in Africa and then came across to Italy and came up that way. My brother who was in the Navy was on the west, down there in the South Seas, you know, down in that nonsense. My husband at that time they did not have the Air Force per se. It was the 8th Army, and it was the 8th Air Force. So, of course, he was in England and helping to keep all those planes going. Which, my younger brother then went in with the Seabees, and when he was down in the Philippines helping to clean it up afterwards. So you know, personally, very much involved in that respect, yes. Because at that time there was a lot of empty land. Now, there's a problem, definitely, because there's not that much open land for anybody. But there was, you know, there's a great deal of what we have now came after World War II. What I would call Laurel Park, those people came from Staten Island. They worked for Procter & Gamble in Staten Island, and it was cheaper. The houses were going up here, and it was cheaper to live here and commute. So a lot of Laurel Park came because they were moving out of Staten Island. You know, anything that I remember of Laurel Park, you know, and I was deeply involved in Girl Scouting over the years, and so I know a great deal of what went on. And almost everybody in Laurel Park came from someplace else. Traffic. Traffic, definitely. You know, and the older I get, more traffic and traffic pattern. I will say, though, if I had not been appointed to the Human Relations Commission, I would not have been aware of how the town has changed. I said it was, to me, such an awakening of the cross-section of people in town that I really was not. And my own circle is more or less here. You know. My family is scattered, so my interaction is primarily with seniors in more or less the same kind of a category as I was in. So in fact, I'm happy to see such a cross-section. And I'm sure I'm not involved in the school system. I did sit on committees for when you wanted to enlarge the high school and those kinds of things. But my daughter was out of here before that. My daughter's 62 now. So she was out of here before we had a great influx of different cultures. Because I don't think, even she didn't have that many when she was in school. I can remember, and I don't know how it came about. I can remember when I was a child getting on a train or trolley or whatever that went through here. However we did it, I don't know, whether we went to South Amboy and then got on the train. But we went to Asbury Park. And there's pictures in my mother's album of us under the boardwalk at Asbury Park. And I'm thinking, how did we do that then? I don't really remember sitting on anything before I got to Asbury Park. But that was a big deal for Asbury. What we did with my father, though, is we took long walks. on Sunday mornings after church. Well, at that time, everything was open, and we would walk as if we were walking down to Hercules, follow the railroad track all the way around to the other end of town to Lower Sayreville, and then he would show us where he lived, when he was a little boy there, and then walk around back again. By the time we got home, time we'd get back up to our house, dinner would be ready.